Welcome on my this live session, which I am doing today on a special purpose. This day plays very important part in my life. 7 years back, I made a decision, and that decision has changed my destiny. Now, when I made this decision. I had no idea how I'm going to do this or how things are going to shape up for me. There were a lot of adversity that time. There were a lot of uncertainty, and something similar is happening now also. So I'm talking about 2019, 1st April. I made the biggest decision of my life, and that decision was submitting my resignation. From 2011 onwards, there was a dream in my mind about financial freedom, and everybody wants to be financially free, and everybody wants to have freedom of choice, and that was me. After studying with Robert Kiyosaki, if you have heard about Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, I've studied with him in 2011 and his team, and I learned about money. Being me as an engineer, it was a logical thinking always that I need more money to be financially free. I need to have more passive income, because definition of financial freedom is when your passive income is more than monthly expenses, you are financially free. And for first 5 years, even though I had assets, like your passive income comes from your assets, which is very simple. If you studied little bit of financial education, you must be knowing, or if you have played cash flow game, which I am playing since last 15 years, definition is your passive income exceeds monthly expenses. Even though I had two real estate assets in Dubai, which I learned from Robert Kiyosaki, at the end of 5 years, my passive income was zero, even though two properties. Now you can imagine that how this is. Was there some big mistakes or something has happened? I will not explain in detail, because we learn from our mistakes, we learn from our failures. Many people say that failure is opposite to success. What if I say that failure is part of success? If you are not failing, you will get success, but that success will be small and incremental. That success will be temporary, not long lasting or permanent. I'm talking about that success, and for that, you need to make some mistakes. Unfortunately, in our education system, we are conditioned, we are programmed that making mistakes is wrong, making mistakes is bad. An example is, if you are writing an examination paper, and if you make a mistake in giving that answer of question, if your answer is wrong, you will get cross, you will get zero. Now, in real life, this doesn't work. If you want to achieve something big, if you want to shift from, say, job to financial freedom or your entrepreneurship, there are chances you will fail. But consider this as a temporary defeat. Now, that failure may not be because of you, that failure can be because of circumstances. When I left my job in July 2019, 1st April 2019, I've submitted my resignation. Now, do you agree that that needs a big courage? It was a scary decision. It was not easy. But fortunately, I had somebody with me who helped me, who asked me question, two questions: that am I able to be financially free? And learning from Bob Proctor, I said yes, I'm able. If somebody else can do, I can do it. But then he asked me second question: am I willing to pay the price? And that was the key question. Many people, their answer is no. People are not willing to pay the price. My answer was yes. And next moment he says, okay, I want you to submit your resignation. If you are willing to pay the price, submit your resignation. And that was, if I take you back, in January 2019 in Los Angeles, I was attending Bob Proctor's event, live event, and my mentor Doug Dane, he was our, you can say, mentor in Bob Proctor's team, and he pushed me to commit resignation date. Initially, I was hesitant. It was not easy. When it was not in my mind that no, I will be asked this question and I will be made accountable, then I gave a date, doing calculation, logical way, that 30th June 2019 will be my last day on job. So I need to give 3 months notice. So my resignation date can be 1st April. Casually, I told, okay, 1st April 2019, I will submit my resignation, because I was in front of him and he made me committed. Then he says, okay, good. Now I want you to write this commitment as a statement every day. Every day, He gave me his WhatsApp number, and he says normally he doesn't give WhatsApp number, but he gave me WhatsApp number, and he says, I want you to write on paper every day and then take picture and send to me every day till the time you submit your resignation. And that journey started from 14th January 2019. uh, I have not missed even single day to write and send to him. But then the purpose of this, any decision you make, one time you make, it is not easy. Many people make decision, new year resolutions. They decide, I want to take control of my health, I want to take control of my money habits, I want to take control of many things. They make decision. They are all serious decisions. They are all having, say, good intention, but they give up in few days unless you don't repeat, write, and become accountable to somebody. And that is the secret of turning that decision into implementation. So those 75, 76 days, I have written that, send it. And when the day came of 1st April 2019, I was calm. During, I had gone ups and downs because I had a family, my kids were studying that time. My parents, we are living all together in Dubai. There are huge expenses, and just giving up security without any plan was nothing but a crazy and risky decision. But I was prepared in advance. It's called overcoming the terror barrier, overcoming the fear. And 1st April, the resignation was submitted. 3 months time was given. Then July, 14th July was my farewell day in the company. 20 years I have spent or invested in that company. I have grown, company has grown. So there was a value exchange, both sides. I was being well compensated, and I had given value in growth of company with my team. But then what happened? After 5, 6 months, COVID started. Now, why I'm sharing this story? This is happening something now also. Okay, that time it was COVID from February 2020, just 6 months after leaving my job. The model I had in my mind was, I will do small seminars, I will invite my warm contacts, and then they will become my client, and I will help them one to one with Bob Proctor's coaching, for which I was consultant. But COVID, you know that everything was stopped. No coffee meetings, no seminars, nothing. Fully online. And being me as an introvert, not good in front of camera, which I am there now, I didn't know much about technology. But one thing Bob Proctor told us, so that's why every time you need some mentor who know what is happening and how he or she can help you. So Bob Proctor teaches us one model. So if I show you this, so this was the COVID time. And he says now the previous model is not working anymore. You have to be visible online. Even it is uncomfortable. He says you have to change the model. If you are keep fighting with the same model, now again see this time the same situation is happening. Maybe circumstances are different. It is kind of war situation, uncertainty. So I would say uncertainty is a new normal. You, me, we can't change what is happening all over the world. I meet people every day, one or two people I connect with, maybe in person, maybe on Zoom. And the topic of discussion is this only. Now imagine that if you allow this kind of inputs throughout the day, maybe in your thoughts, maybe from news, maybe from social media, maybe from friends, and what happens? What you are doing is you are allowing this information as a doubt and worry. People don't know, like, see, there are people living Dubai. I know it's their choice, but I feel that we are most secured here. The way government is taking care of everyone, and we are living normal life, close to normal. Okay, there are certain instances are happening, but I will not focus on that because I have decided to focus on how I can reach out to the people who are right now going through uncertainty in their mind. Now companies, they have started reducing the salary, or even your company have not reduced salary, but you will always have a fear, maybe fear of laying off, fear of reducing pay scale, fear of increasing expenses. So from today in Dubai, there is an increase of 35% in petrol. Now this is the reality. You and me, we can't change it because that's how the world is working. Now, if you carry those thoughts, what happens? It comes as a fear. in your mind: fear, frustration, anger, jealousy, guilt, resentment, disappointment. It will be reflected on your body as an anxiety. Why? From where anxiety is coming? Anxiety nobody loves to express. People suppress anxiety. Anything you suppress turns into depression. So your body will feel depressed, stressed. That turns into disease, lifestyle disease, sleepless nights, body ache, headache, migraine, all those. From where it comes? It comes from what you think. Now people says, okay, we know how to think, but thinking is not mental activity. Thinking is reasoning, asking yourself, is this something helping you? Keep yourself updated, but don't flow with that emotionally. So coming back to that time, COVID, I learned from mentor how to change the model. We were given a challenge by Bob Proctor that for 90 days you have to go to Facebook on live. I never did Facebook live earlier. And the discomfort, the terror, what other people will think, how I will look like. This kind of setup was not there with me. It was I was doing in from one corner of my bedroom in the apartment. It was normal camera, normal, you can say, phone mic. Now everything comes as you go forward. Now, when I look back, everything was required to happen what has happened. I became financially free during COVID time. Now, this was, you can say, nobody can think. I was not financially free when I left my job. But so, if you have heard about this book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, this book says that think and grow rich. And it says every adversity has equal and opposite opportunity. Now, this only you can think when you have somebody who has walked that path. So, as a mentor, so I tell people that you want to stay in uncertainty, you want to give attention to that, you want to focus on this, which are beyond your control, then keep doing it. This may be the time to reflect that what else you can do. If something is not working now, what else I can do? Maybe you can use the time. Many people are again online work, online education. Back to that scenario. Many people changed their model during COVID, but some people were waiting that, oh, everything will be normal. Again, there is a new normal, which is uncertainty. And I have walked that path. Now, if this makes sense to you, that yes, your decision makes your destiny, and the level your wealth grows is to the extent of you grow. Now, you may be having subject knowledge. I was having subject knowledge. I worked in 30 years in air conditioning. That was the only industry I was focusing, and I became good at. I don't say I was expert, but I was good at. That made me difficult to replace on my job, and that made me to get better compensation. That made me to accumulate wealth. That made me to buy passive income. That made me to invest in myself. Now I've invested in asset, but more than that, I've invested in me, time, money, energy. When I was on job, last 3 years, my mentor Bob Proctor advised me to do this part time. He says, "You have never coached anybody. You never spoken to people. Do this part time. Gain some confidence. Build some success story. Help some people." And when I look back, it was required. Now, that never came to my mind that I need to do all this, but there was a mentor. But yes, surrendering to the mentor, surrendering to the process was the most important decision I have made. It started with that one decision that I will submit my resignation on 1st April 2019. And I did that, and I'm proud of that decision. While making this decision, I was scared. So everything I can connect dots in reverse now. Now my message is I don't want to impress you. I want to impress upon you that if a person like me, I'm not a graduate. I did diploma. Now earlier my thinking was that I'm diploma holder, so I can only expect this much as a compensation. I cannot grow beyond this. But this was all my non-supporting beliefs. I reached to a level where even postgraduates and double graduates were not reached because of this learning, because of inner alignment. I call this alignment. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, when they are aligned, you can achieve any results. Let it be financial freedom, let it be exponentially growing on your job, in your business, anything. And right now, what is missing is alignment. Alignment is missing. The vision, values, and vibrations are not aligned. People are not thinking. Even those leaders who are getting into conflicts, they are also not thinking. But you and me, we have a choice to think about what we want. So my message for this is, in, see opportunity in every situation. Make best use of your time. Make best use of your talent, ability, resources, maybe money. You can think about changing your money habits. Maybe you can think about investing time in you and become a better version of yourself. I did it, and I'm reaping that fruit, and I'm on the journey to inspire other people. So if you feel that this was useful, you need to learn a little more. There is a link in this post. You can submit your interest. Let us connect on one to one on Zoom as a free, which normally I charge 500 dirham. I'm offering you free because I know that everybody needs this alignment. It is all about alignment. If you are driving a car, I want you to think, if one of the wheel of your car is not aligned, what you will do? You will not wait. You will not keep driving. You will just go to tire shop and get it fixed. Why? Because it is not comfortable journey. It is not safe journey. It's not in your control, and it is not good for your car. But what about your life? There are four areas of life: mental well-being, emotional well-being, physical well-being, financial well-being. Now, when this kind of uncertainty happen, people's all four wheels are misaligned. Mentally, they are disturbed. Emotionally, they are having fear. Physically, they are not able to give time to themselves. And financially, it is affecting everybody. Now, if you're one of the wheel of your life is misaligned, your job is to get it aligned. Now, you can't fix everything yourself. You need somebody. For to fix tire, you go to tire shop because they have equipment, they have expertise. Same thing, if you want to fix your life, go to some expert who has walked that path. Thank you, and hope this was useful to you. 1st April was, you can say, very important day in my life, and that's why I thought to share as a live video to inspire you, influence you, impact you. Thank you, and have a great evening and a great life ahead. Take care of yourself. Thank you.